Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for this opportunity to present Voting Crowd to you. My name is Jaco Pretorius and I'm the founder of Voting Crowd. Now, Voting Crowd is an online election system. We're not making use of any hardware. It's only cloud-based, it's only software, and it's a simple process to quickly conduct elections. We started in 2018 when a local school, and if I can say it like this, in the Republic of Mossel Bay, requested us to develop a tool to do or to actually count elections for normal RCL elections. So what happened was they invited us, we had a look at the solution, and then we've decided to take it to the cloud. So the system was developed. Obviously, we had our challenges. As it was mentioned just now, we are working with parents, and parents are very difficult to work with. So initially, at the end of September 2018, we conducted the first RCL elections. That's where we started with. And and 1,200 learners in 3.5 hours did participated in 5 elections, 3.5 hours. Now, would you agree with me that 3.5 hours, 1,200 learners, that's quite good? You agree with me? That's impressive. Well, I wouldn't say so. It's good, but it wasn't great. Why? Why 3.5 hours? We looked at the process and we realized that we could actually make this process easier, because at that stage, they had to go through a computer lab, they had to log in by means of a username and password. That took a lot of time. So what we decided to do, and especially when we started with SGB elections, governing body elections, is to simplify the process and enable the system to send out specialized links by means of SMS messages or emails, and where the user will then be able to just click on the link, and the link is associated with that person through his ID number and cell phone without any logins, and then they could just participate. Now, we didn't know that COVID was coming, but with the 2021 SGB election season, we were ready to use Voting Crowd for that season. In the past, let's say pre-2021, the process was paper-based and the voter turnout was quite low. With an SGB election, you require a quorum, and that was usually a problem. With Voting Crowd, in 2020-21, the turnout was much higher than before, and quorums even reached percentages like 30%, 35%. In certain cases, over 50%. And between the schools, it started to become a competition, and because it's a new technology, parents enjoyed the solution. Now, Voting Crowd is as I mentioned, a simple platform. We have a very complicated administration system that we use, but what the end users see is a simplified electronic ballot, and then the electoral officer will see a dashboard. Now, with our 7 years of experience that we gained from parents and through the whole process, we continuously enhance the system to make it better, and obviously to make it as simple as possible. This became the new normal, not the mask from COVID, as we understood it at that time, but Voting Crowd has become the new normal at various schools right through South Africa. Now, since then, believe it or not, just to keep in mind, Voting Crowd is a seasonal product. It's not something that, not a system that is used every month during the year. We've conducted plus minus 1,500 elections. We have registered 500,000 voters from the humble beginnings at that school since now. We've done 2 SGB seasons already, 2021 and 2024. We've received some accreditations, as it was mentioned, by the Department of Basic Education, as well as other organizations, and many enhancements were made to the system. Now, just to show you, I don't have a live ballot that I can show you, but this is an example of the electronic ballot. Voting Crowd can also be used to do polls, as we had certain requirements. And then I'm going to show you just a screenshot of the dashboard. Now, this dashboard could be seen at our stall during the last 3 days. On Wednesday, when the Minister of Home Affairs was at the stall, we could show him a live dashboard from a local Western Cape school, Paul Roos, that was participating in an election. And to our surprise, he mentioned that he was a learner from that school. Okay, so why should us be used in a potential national election or online election solution in future? Are we ready for national elections? No, we're not. The system is not ready, but we are ready. As was mentioned, the system was used at schools for RCL elections, for SGB elections. So our youth in South Africa, from the Western Cape to Limpopo province, are using the system at this stage. So the system is gaining trust from potential voters in future. As I mentioned, we are accredited by certain organizations. We also provide a service. We don't provide you with a tool, we provide you with a service. So during the election, as electoral officers are monitoring the elections through dashboards, we do the same. We have certain tools in place. Let's say a parent made a mistake, we can go and we can withdraw that vote and the parent can vote again. Obviously, the solution will not be used for national elections. It will work a little bit different. Yes, as I mentioned, we do real-time support, and we continuously customize and enhance the system as we go on. I can remember in 2021, we had one school from from Northwest. That's right, it was from the Northwest province, and they had a problem with the SMS being sent out, and they asked us if we could change the format. And yes, we did it. During the election, we made some changes, and one evening we updated the server, and the changes were made. Our 5 cents to a potential online system in future. This is going to be a team effort. We had some discussions with the other stakeholders yesterday, especially the CSIR, and we talked about cybersecurity as an example. This will definitely be a team effort where one institution will be responsible, let's say, for the hosting of the system, doing scaling, and perhaps another institution looking at the cybersecurity, and in our case, we will deliver then the voting solution. We believe, and that's our personal opinion, that special machines and paper should not be used. If you remember the minister's discussion on Wednesday morning, he said that it's not just about using new technology. It has to be a digital transformation, and obviously also a digital transformation in our minds. If you go to McDonald's these days, what do you see? You go into McDonald's and you order your food from a huge tablet screen. If that tablet screen can have a camera, a fingerprint reader, then you can vote from that specific location. And yeah, so we feel the elimination of paper and unnecessary hardware should be considered. Obviously, we know that Voting Crowd has some shortcomings. We saw blind people at the conference, and we realized that we could implement voice recognition into our system, perhaps voice to talk to the people. We should make provision for physically impaired South Africans. What about public dashboards? During an election, a national election, South Africans should be able to log into a website, maybe download an app, and they should see the results in real time. Voting stations. We had this problem in the past that certain parents in remote areas or without internet could not vote. So what we did is to have a hybrid system, not by means of paper, but by providing voting stations at schools, so that those parents could bring their unique key, not with their cell phones, but rather vote at schools at that stage. Now, to conclude my presentation to you, I have one request to the President of South Africa on a lighter note. Dear Mr. President, should we do electronic voting in future? And should we use a system like Voting Crowd? Obviously, the time to do the election will be much less than in the past. But please, Mr. President, can we have our public holiday? Thank you so much.